And advance one. There we go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome to meeting number 2 of the Holly Manor Community Boundary Study. I'm Chris Percato with the Office of Strategic Planning, and we welcome everyone joining us in person here at the Westchester Elementary School cafeteria. Welcome to anyone joining us live via live stream. Thank you to BCPS-TV, and thank you to all the offices that have supported this process throughout its duration. Just a few notes on safety and security. Please take a moment, notice the exits around you. In the event of an emergency that we'd need to evacuate, we have our evacuation off to the side corridor here, takes us out to the parking lot or back through the main building, the way some of you may have come in. We ask that you please take a moment to sign in on the sign-in papers by the front door. There are green sheets there for committee members, and there are pink sheets for any observers that may be joining us this evening. Observers welcome. We ask that you please sit at the observers table if you are here, and please take a moment to take a look at the observer behavior roll of observers papers that are there. We ask any observers, please don't approach the committee members. Please respect their workspace while they're working here this evening. Appreciate you for that. We are live streaming here tonight, so if any committee members need to make any comments, please raise your hand and we'll be around with a microphone to make sure we capture those for anyone that may be listening at home. All materials from this meeting and previous meetings, all videos from previous meetings can be found on our website at www.bcps.org. If you follow that link and go to the bottom of the page where it says there's a box for boundary studies, and there's a link there to the Holly Manor Community Boundary Study. You'll find all those materials there. You'll find the comment link there. This is your last opportunity to provide comments for any of the committee members. Those comments will close after this meeting. And so please avail yourselves to those. We did conduct a study following the public information session we held, and the results of those, the survey from that study will be available to our committee tonight. Thank you again very much for joining us, and with that I'm going to turn it over to Mike Godfredson from Strategic Planning.
Thank you, Chris. Just reminding all the offices that support this process. First, just want to thank you all again for being here. So this is our last of 3 meetings. We appreciate you sticking it through to the end. So honestly, we're doing 3 of these right now, and your guys' attendance is the best of any of the ones that we're doing. So yeah, give yourself a hand on that. We appreciate you. Even great or small, you guys give it the same effort. We appreciate that. So just tonight's going to be pretty simple. We'll review again briefly the recommendation, review the survey results, and then finally let you guys vote on the recommended option. So just reminding the timeline, this is our last of the 3 meetings, and then we've got the recommendation, public hearing, and decision by the board in the new year. A reminder of the objectives is to realign the attendance boundaries for the dead-end section of Beaumont Avenue. This affects Hillcrest Elementary and Westchester Elementary School. Remember, this is the area in question here. These 5 students on those residential parcels there, and then this is what it would change to. So just a quick back and forth. The green currently in Hillcrest changing to the purple going to Westchester. Reminder, the public information session was held back in October on the 16th to be able to give the public a chance to learn the things you guys have been doing. A survey was conducted and open to the public from October 16th to November the 3rd. I think relative to the size of the scope of the study, we had 5 total respondents participated in the survey. All participants of the survey strongly supported the recommended option, and the reason most commonly given was that it maintains or improved transportation and walking patterns for those that supported it. So now we just want to give you a minute. If you want a minute or 2 or not, we can do that too. If you're good, I just need to a minute to hand out the devices. So if you want to, we'll just break for like 30 seconds while I get those out to you guys. not Mr. Byers. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Principal's done. All right. All right, so asking for comment, seeing none, we'll go ahead and move on to our voting. So if you remember, we did this last time, or 2 times ago when we did prior to the public information session, we used the ActiVotes. While there's many buttons, you only need to use 2. And I'll just tell you, so we had, just because we have a second here, this orange button in the middle looks exciting. It really doesn't do anything if you push that. So we had one that were like, what happens if we push the button? You can push it all you want, it's not actually going to do anything. So reminder, Ms. Basu mentioned the principals don't vote in this process, just the parents and staff members and advisory reps if they're here. All right, so Manu, if you want to go out of this, just hit the escape button there. Everyone does different things. All right, so we practiced this. I think we'll try this again. So we're going to hit the green button, and once Manu's hit this, we've got 7 numbers here. Manu, if you can gray out the number 7. Click on that, there we go. So there's a number on the back of your device that corresponds to the number here. So once we get these all to fill up in this thing, then we'll know that everyone's recorded. So again, the question being asked is to recommend the option to the Board of Education, hit A for yes, B for no. And then we just have number 2. So on the back of your device, if you see, there we go. So go ahead, Manu, we'll hit the red, there we go. So we had 100%. So look at this. We just have, all this talk of divided country. Look at us. We're united here on this. This is great. If you want to go down back to the PowerPoint, Manu. There we go. And then left my thing. Thank you. All right. So just a reminder of the next steps. In March, on the 25th, there'll be the recommendation to the board at the Greenwood Building E. And then the board hearing on Wednesday, April 9th, here at Westchester. Thank you for Mr. Byers for being a good host for this. And then the Board of Education decision on Tuesday, May 6th, again at the Greenwood Building. Attendance not mandatory for any of you at those, but you're all obviously welcome to attend and share your insights with the board as you feel appropriate. But that's it. Thank you again for your participation, all your willingness to serve. We really appreciate you looking out for the interests of the kids here at BCPS. Thank you.